welcome back to Retro Bucky, and today we are going to be playing Addams Family on the Super Nintendo. But before we get started, I want to remind everybody again, you're running out of time to register to win a free NES game. We're giving away Dragon Warrior and the Immortal. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and comment below that you registered to win a game. The cutoff is October 31st when we reveal who won. Tonight, we are revealing which game is going to be given away, so stay tuned till the end of the video. Let's roll the intro clip and get started with the game.
I gave you my heart.
The Addams Family on the Super Nintendo is tremendously different than the one that's on regular Nintendo. And you can see a lot of that footage from a previous video I did during an unboxing. Visually, they're very different. The original Nintendo version felt more like the movie or the TV show. It had more of an eerie, kind of a creepy visual to it, where this version feels more like it was based off the cartoon. We begin our adventure to the oak tree, where we find our first boss. And in every level there's these money symbols you collect. They're not for a ransom like the first one, they're just for power-ups and stuff as you gain so much. You fight against a bunch of rabbits and weird creature with helmets, spiders, and some purple bugs. We also get to see for the first time these crazy platforms. And he doesn't just stand still on a platform, he slides around, so it's difficult to keep him going and not fall into a pit. You can also find power-ups and a sword. The sword will kill anything in one hit, but it also acts as health and you lose it. So you grab your heart piece, find the door, and that's how you exit to your next level. And this stage is full of purple bugs and trying to climb to the top. The amount of enemies you see here just trying to collect these dollar signs, that's the whole premise of the game. It's constant enemies that's always in your way. And I always get stuck right here.
Damn you, Addams!
Who would think to jump up in that awkward way to get to the next part of the platform? You don't do this anywhere else in the game. Just here do you need to vertically jump and go backwards. So we climb the oak tree to get to our first boss, which turns out to be a giant baby bird. He's probably one of the easiest bosses in the game. You just time his movements and jump on his head. And this is where you also collect your first heart container. In the freezer, you'll find an army of penguins whose sole purpose is to chase you down and kill you. And the icicles overhead can kill you just as quick if you're not careful. Jesus, it looks like he kidnapped all the penguins in Antarctica. This is definitely one of the pressure rounds of the game. The next stage is full of slippery slopes and pits, and a lot of angry cows, and one-eyed birds. God, look at all these pits. The final stages of the game is the same as the rest of it, with just the addition of the snowball creature. Finally get to the boss, which is just a giant snowman. You dodge his attacks, jump over him, and watch out for falling spikes. And as soon as he forms, jump on his head. By accident, I found out that you can be all the way behind him and take no damage and kill him that way. Now things will start to feel more and more like Super Mario. with firing cannons, deadly platforms, creatures throwing weapons at you, and a power-up that makes you invincible to everything and kills enemies. The boss here is not too bad. You just follow his pattern, and whenever you see your opening, jump on his head, and you free Pugsley. The furnace just makes it feel like I'm headed to fight Bowser, with every turn being a fiery death. And it has its own set of puzzles, and if you're not aware of it when you're first playing the game, you end up getting stuck in a trap. The boss here is pretty hard. You gotta be patient and kind of learn his pattern. But his pattern is pretty wide, so unless you're jumping back and forth across the board, you don't really know what he's going to do. And when you do finally kill him, you got a 50-50 chance that you're going to go down with him.
Push and burn! What is she doing?
Just because have a nice day.
Now he's dead, we save Granny, and we move on to the next level. Now we pick up at the graveyard, full of werewolves and flying pumpkins shooting fireballs. You know, I can understand man-eating plants in this game. I mean, it makes sense, but why are there so many bunny rabbits? So we enter the satanic mausoleum that's fit for only Castlevania, and it's full of mummies. There's also some jesters and floating heads. This place was designed to torture you with its endless pits and traps. And it screws you no matter what. It's driving me insane. The boss here can be challenging, so you have to take your time and don't rush it. Just follow his pattern, stay underneath them, and when you see your moment, strike. Once he's dead, Wednesday is free. Okay guys, that's it for this game. But before we leave, let's go ahead and spin the wheel to see which game we are giving away. It's the Dragon Warrior, and it's going to be packaged up and sent out as soon as we pick our winner, October 31st. Okay guys, before we do head out, I want to show y'all the game being put into the system and played on the TV before we put it in the package and get it ready for the winner. We're going to do this in one fluid shot, no cuts. Okay guys, let's get this thing wrapped up. Got some bubble wrap here. That should be enough, right? There we go. Here you go. I don't know if you can see it there, but yeah, it's in there. Envelope. I may be doing a little overkill with a bubble wrap, but I'd rather get it to y'all safe than it destroyed and then I feel like crap. You know, I may even actually put this inside of a box. Game. Envelope. Adhesive. Sealed. Just ready for the winner's name and the address and for it to be sent out. Guys, until next time, stay home, stay safe, and play games. See you later.
I gave you my heart.